So welcome all of you. Om Shanti to all of you. Welcome to this special, very unique episode, I must say. A lot of unique things happening. I'll tell you later what's unique about this episode. So first of all, I would like to welcome our very senior Raj Yogi speakers, dear Meera Didi joining from Gyan Sarovar, and dear Dr. Pratap Bhai Sahab joining from Shantivam. So welcome both of you. And thank you so much for sharing your time with us and inspiring us with your words of wisdom. And also, as I said, this episode is very unique because we have with us a much awaited brother Nirvair. And he will be joining with us through a recorded video, which we'll be playing at the end. We won't be having question answers today. So the first hour, as always, we'll do the conversation. Followed by that, we'll have Brother Nirvair's message for Diwali and also for the Values for Life series, where he's inspiring us what to do with these series, how to inculcate values as well. And as always, let me just begin. We know Meera Didi very well. So I won't be spending a lot of time on her biodata, but she has joined us after more than a year again. And she currently, as we speak, is the spiritual ambassador and is the director of the Malaysia Retreat Center. She has participated in many projects, the Million Minutes of Peace Appeal and the Global Cooperation for a Better World. And she started her journey way back in 1968 through the Mysore branch. And other speaker is a very humble speaker. He didn't even want to share his biodata. But since Dr. Pratap has joined for the first time, I need to tell a bit about him to all of you. So he started as a school student in the 5th standard. With his parents, he started going to Brahma Kumaris. And then in 1968, so it's a divine coincidence, both of them have started in 1968 when he entered the Medical College of Rohtak, and he then began his journey of the spiritual journey, what we say, into Brahma Kumaris. He did a posting in ophthalmology as well, and then he joined the state services for 5 years, retiring from there soon. And then he moved to hospital administration in 1983. And currently, as we speak, he's into knowledge and practicing this since more than 32 years as a dedicated Madhuban Nivasi. And he's the director of the Global Hospital and Research Center, and also the trustee and director of the Watumal Global Hospital. And he also, very recently, a year ago, was awarded the Bharat Gaurav Award in Paris, France. So as always, for both the unique speakers, a poem on uniqueness, and that's today's value which we are discussing. So Sister Meera, through her behavior, exudes utmost lightness, whilst Dr. Pratap is a living example of politeness. That's because both have inculcated this intrinsic sweetness, you can see that, which is indeed each and every soul's uniqueness. In their mannerisms, we can see the minute fineness, which gives their faces the unique shininess. And looking at them, you can experience the yogi brightness. That's because the soul is free with no tightness. Like a fruit, which is so sweet because of its ripeness and ready to give to the world everything because of its intrinsic kindness. So I'm sure we have a lot of uniqueness in both of them, and they'll be sharing a lot today. And with this, I'll invite Sister Claudia to please officially welcome both of them. Over to you, Sister Claudia. Thanks.
Om Shanti. Good morning from this land and good evening from your land. I think it is very honor to have both of you with us today, because it's Diwali time. It is time of gift and sweetness, and I don't think we could have nothing better than have both of you and plus Brother Nirvair. So Dr. Pratap, for the first time, and Sister Meera, we were missing you because you are always bring us so much. So I kind of am missing you, and I was happy when I heard that you are coming today as well. So it's a big gift for all of us. So I just like to give a bouquet to both of you in the name of all of us and on the name of all the Bharatwasis and double foreigners who are here with us today or are watching this afterwards. So I just like to wish a happy Diwali to both of you. And then thank you so much to be with us today. Thank you.
So thank you, Sister Claudia. And before I give it to you, so as always, we'll be having the conversation for around next 45 to 50 minutes. And apologies, this time we won't have question answers. We'll have a special unique sharing by Nirvair Bhai Sahab as a recorded video. So I'll just pass it on to both of you for the conversation. Thank you.
Okay, Miraben, you can start.
Om Shanti and happy Deepavali from all of us, from Madhuban Gyan Sarovar to all of you. It's a unique topic on uniqueness. I just want the audience to ask themselves one question before we begin to share something. Who is the most important person in your life? What answer comes from deep within you? I'm sure all of us would say, including Dr. Pratap also, it's me. It's me who is the most important person in my life. If you are a VVIP in your life, my next question is, do you ever spend time to have a dialogue with you, to know about yourself, your uniqueness? It's important to recognize myself before other people recognize and appreciate myself. So what is your thought, Dr. Pratap?
Well, we are all unique. We are all, I was sharing with Miraben the other day, it's like, when you have a jigsaw puzzle, only that particular piece can fit at that particular place. So that means each one of us, like I remember the Shakespeare's poem, that this world is a stage and we are all actors. We are playing our role. So each one of us has been assigned a very special role on this world stage, and each one of us can play our own role the best. If we try to play someone else's role, we might falter. But when we play our own role, we do our best. So it is because the soul has that role, destined role to play, and you play in a way that no one can match you. The word unique also means unparalleled, unequaled. So I can play my role unequaled. No one can match that. But if you look at Baba, who's the innocent Lord, there's a song, a Hindi song, which comes in the Murli, Bholenath se nirala koi nahi. No one can match that Bholenath, the Godfather. So when I look at his role and what he has shaped us around, I just sometimes say only, Wah Baba, Wah drama, and Wah my fortune, because he has shaped us. So I feel we are at every step grateful to him that he has chosen us to be as a showpiece on the world stage. And we are all so special and so unique that we sometimes wonder how fortunate we are. So I'm sure each one of us feels that feeling of abundance and feeling of that unlimited consciousness by being the unique.
But in order to recognize that uniqueness and our self-value, I need to give quality time to myself. Because when we give quality time to ourselves, to look at ourselves, we come close to ourselves. Because the one person who is left out in our daily timetable is me. We give attention to all others, but then we forget to look at ourselves. So I think the first step towards creating the importance of my role is to know myself as I am, what I am, and who I am. Because once I'm able to have that respect for myself, knowing my true self, then I can play my role to the best of my ability. one of the things I always share with people is that, I need to really make myself understand it's not ego, but I am very important on this world drama stage. My role in this drama stage is very unique. Without me, the drama cannot move. So which means that I have something very special to contribute for the world drama to move on. And so once I am able to catch that, then I'm able to contribute to make this drama very interesting. I always remember Dadi Janki's teaching. She always said, no two people can play the same role. No 2 seconds can be the same. So when we are able to know the beauty of this eternal drama, then we can give that importance to ourselves.
I think that's very
so
appropriate.
that uniqueness.
Please continue.
That uniqueness comes in our life when we are able to even recognize God as He is, what He is, and who He is, because He's the one who gives us the recognition of ourselves. So both are very important to, first of all, to make us understand our uniqueness. So then the second step is to accept myself, because many times, even after knowing my uniqueness, we begin to compare ourselves with others. Then we forget to play our role accurately. So acceptance is very important. Accepting myself and then appreciating myself so that I am able to contribute the best of my ability. So I'm not sure what is your thought about that, Dr. Pratap.
Well, it's a very delicate balance. In the world today, people have some kind of, I would say, some kind of a complex. Some people carry guilt within them. Some people have some inferiority complex. Baba has given us such a strong message to us and such a powerful message to us that we understand what is our true nature, and we are able to regain our self-respect. And once we regain our self-respect, it is not self-praise, but it is self-respect or self-dignity which makes us unique. We know Baba has told us we are the one who have played this part several times. And we are the one, if I look at the scenario today, like what Dadi Prakashmani was, no one can take her place. What Dadi Janki was, she was so special and so strong, but no one can take. Similarly, our role is also very special, and no one can really match us, because everyone is like a kind of a complementary to each other, but everyone is playing so special role. That uniqueness comes, I would say, what Baba has taught us, the desire to give, the desire to share, desire to bestow upon others. So that's very important. Once we start giving, it makes us more strong. It also makes us more sure of our own self. If we give peace to others, if we give strength to others, we also become stronger, and we also become more and more wise. So that's why today Murli Baba said that, how do really we become most fortunate? When we bestow upon others. And giving is something which I feel is, it gives you a kind of fulfillment. It gives you a kind of reassurance that you are so special that you can support others. If people are seeking help, people are seeking guidance, people are seeking strength, but we are the one who can share strength and wisdom with others and support others. One word of our means a lot to others. Because when I was working with the public hospital, people would be having problems, and they would come with simple things which would trouble them to me. So I feel Baba has bestowed upon us a role which is to support the whole world, to make the people more wiser, make the people recognize the Supreme Fathers, their Supreme Parent. So it's that special role which makes us more unique, because we can help others, we can support others, we can care about others. That's what really makes us very strong.
So in the world today, everyone, irrespective of who they are, they have this one thought in their mind: I want, chahiye, chahiye, chahiye. So this Deepavali, can give us this inspiration that instead of I want, when we recognize our uniqueness, we will change that aspect into giving. Like in Deepavali time, people light the diya. Diya means dena. So just like the light, when it is ignited, it gives light. It brings brightness. It removes darkness. In the same way, the more we understand who I am, the more we recognize our own value, we begin to give value to others. So in that way, we will be celebrating actually the true Deepavali. The other day, as Dr. Pratap was saying, that other people are celebrating Deepavali by lighting the physical lamps. But it is a very unique celebration in the Brahma Kumaris that we celebrate Deepavali as living lights. So let us take this inspiration from this Deepavali to become such an unique light, that from one light with the attitude of giving, we ignite the lights of many others. It can be igniting the hope, it can be igniting the encouragement, the enthusiasm in others. So in that way, we can make this world a better place. We are giving the message of abundance by giving. So that is one of my inspiration from Deepavali, is to give and give. That is the only method to increase what we have. The secret of abundance comes from giving. That is one of the beautiful message connected with knowing my uniqueness and contributing my uniqueness to the society to make this society, the world, to become a better world.
No, I entirely agree. I have seen in my personal life people who are much elder to me, much senior to me. Whenever I interact with them, they feel our presence makes a lot of difference. I remember one of my senior colleagues, he must be double my age, his mother passed away. And I was very young. I didn't even know what to say, what kind of condolence to offer him. I just went and sat with him and I didn't utter a single word. But that person later said that your presence was so soothing. You were so powerful that I was able to strengthen myself. And people would come and talk to him, say formal words. But I was very young and I didn't know even how to condole the death. I just kept, and I was in silence sitting with him. And this is the experience which he shared with later on with me, that he felt so good in just being my silent presence only. So I think we have to contribute a lot to this world today, because the world is looking towards us. We have so much to give. If you look at the wisdom which Baba has given us, we can share so much with the people.
As I listen to your experience,
What did you? I'm sure, sorry.
As I listened to your experience, I was remembering one of my experience with dadis, Dadi Gulzar or Dadi Janki or Dadi Prakashmani. Whenever they come to any gathering, even before they speak, they are just entering the stage. And they're just entering the stage, and then the whole vibrations of the hall transformed. They have not even spoken a single word. They have started giving through their uniqueness. So once I had asked Dadi Gulzar, what is your secret that you can transform the whole atmosphere, within no seconds in your presence? So Dadi gave two answers. Dadi said, one of the reason is that we have been always obedient to God from the childhood since we came to Baba. So that quality of obedience makes you unique, because the blessings from God directly makes your intellect so clean and clear that the vibration can pass through. And then the second thing Dadi mentioned was that whenever Baba had asked us to do something, we never procrastinate. We understand the bhavana of Baba's words and we put it into action immediately. Because of these two secrets, you can feel the uniqueness of Dadi's presence wherever they go. And then when they start speaking, the words are so simple.
Hello. Can't hear you.
Yes. I think she froze, and I think she's got disconnected. Pratap. You can carry on with something.
Okay. No, I was just sharing, whenever I have seen the saint and sages, the gurus, when they speak, they first recite a mantra. They try to invoke their guru or invoke the God into kind of prayer, kind of those things. But since we have a natural way of acting, like the Miraben was sharing about Dadi Gulzar's experience, and I've seen this with Nevebai also. Whenever, whatever be the topic, whenever he's going to give a class or going to give a lecture in the conference, he would first pick up the Murli of that particular day and would read that Murli and then would go for that lecture or class. So Murli is such a kind of strength for us. It makes us so unique that we are being taught by the Supreme Father. He's the one who's nurturing us, he's the one who's giving us nourishment. And that nourishment and following that Shrimat makes us very special, because we, at the back of our mind, we know that he's the one who's the doer, he's the one who's the Karan Karavanhar. We are only the instrument. That instrument, the feeling of being an instrument of God, is something very special. No one else in the world would have that feeling. No one would even think that they can.
One more experience with Dadi Gulzar. Dadi Gulzar was asked to go to Ahmedabad. There was an invitation. Sakar Baba asked her to go to Ahmedabad to give a talk. But then, of course, they never used to speak in Hindi, public lecture. So Baba said, you remember two things when you go on the stage, that I am an instrument, and then just have courage, allow Baba to use you. And she just obeyed Baba, and she went on the stage and she spoke fluent Hindi, which she did not know she can speak. And the words were so unique, the atmosphere was so unique, and people had visions, so much visions of gods and goddesses, that she went on receiving many invitations after that to give lecture. So Dadi always used to tell us, it is very important to invoke Baba, use Baba as Karan Karavanhar. That is our unique way of sharing God's message. The consciousness of I should disappear so that God can use you as an instrument and people can feel they may not remember the words, but they will remember the feelings, the experience they have had, when they were in the atmosphere when that words were spoken. So this is something unique about Dadis. They never refer to, many books written by different authors.
Okay. She was rightly saying the experience which we give to people. It is very important. I was even sharing with a group of hospital staff the day before, and I told them that when people come into interaction with you, you are a professional, you are a nurse or you are a technician, but the kind of experience which you get, if they feel respected, if they feel loved, if they feel cared for, that experience they'll never forget. So it's very important that when we interact with any human being, if we are at our highest level of consciousness, if we have that understanding, what is my role, why my role is so special, why my role is so important to the community, why my role is so important to the people who are surrounding me. So then I understand my uniqueness, and that experience would stay with them for all times to come. So we need to give people experience. It is an interaction between two human beings. But when we become professionals or when we become technocrats, then probably sometimes we forget our uniqueness. So it's very important that we go to our spiritual core and we understand whatever we may be, but we have to give people that experience of being, experience of sense of belonging. It's very important that when we work in an organization, if we have a sense of belonging, it makes all the difference. It makes us unique. Otherwise, we have that, we are working, we are doing a job, but uniqueness comes when we have a sense of belonging with the organization, when we understand the mission and we are clear in our insight and we have a foresight about our mission.
And also, I remember Sakar Baba used to say in the Murlis that when you share Baba's message, you must not read from the written paper, because there are many politicians and speakers who will prepare notes and then they will read. It's not anything special, isn't it? But because Baba's children, Baba likes us to share from the heart. And so when you are sharing from the heart, the words that is coming from the heart, it really touches people. I remember I was asking Shivani Ben once why she don't use PowerPoint. Most of the recent speakers, they use a lot of PowerPoints, to explain to people. She mentioned that, she would like to share from the heart and feel the vibrations of the people in the hall, so that they get what they want. That is our uniqueness. The newness in sharing is to give people what they want instead of what we have prepared. Because when you use PowerPoint presentation, you have prepared some food. So anywhere you have to deliver, whether the people in the audience, they are ready or not, but we just deliver it. But what I have seen from dadis and even mama, they will just speak, feeling the pulse of the people, the vibrations of the background audience, and they get what they want. I think in giving also, this is something very important to keep in mind, to give what others want. That is called Vardani. The bestower. One is Mahadani, to just share knowledge, but the other is actually to bestow knowledge in the form of blessings, is when others receive what they want from you without being asked. And so this is something unique about us. People come in front of dadis and they have some thought in their mind. They did not even tell dadi what they want, but they
See what Miraban was sharing about dadis. Dadis used to speak in a very simple language, but the authenticity was there because whatever they were speaking, behind them was the experience, behind them was their personal life. Because whatever I would say, like in the beginning, what make Baba or Dadi so special? Because they had so much closeness to Baba, so much kind of relationship was so strong, and it took them years. But now we understand that the more we are close to Baba, the more we are acknowledging his presence in our life, it makes us unique. And I was listening to Mohini Ben the other day. Mohini Ben said, we are already Baap Saman. We are like father. But only thing is we need to fill in that last 20% or last 30% in our life to become completely like Baap Saman. So it's very important that we do understand that we have a role model before us. We have some kind of image before us whom we can always look at in times of difficulty. We see that here we can draw the strength. So that makes us, with people in the world today, what are their role models? It could be a sports personality, or it could be a celebrity, film celebrity. And if you look at their personal life, they might be having so many different, but we have someone who's perfect, our role model. And that makes us very unique to us, that Brahma Baba is our role model. Dadis are our role model. And we feel so good about it that we can always find answer to all questions from their life, from their experience. I went to Gulzar Dadi one day.
Also,
Yes, please.
our uniqueness is also in spirituality itself. Spirituality itself is our uniqueness, isn't it? We don't say we are spiritual, but that spirituality that we have in our awareness. That is why in Murli's, Baba reminds us, when you give knowledge to anyone, consider yourself as a soul, and then look at the one in front of you as soul and share the knowledge. So that means, like, it is transcending beyond the physical and giving them that experience of being spiritual through experience. This is our uniqueness, because nobody else can make other person realize they are soul without telling them you are a soul, but through vibrations and through experience. So this is what Brahma Baba did. Brahma Baba practiced soul consciousness so much in his life that anybody who came in front of him, they lost the consciousness of the body in no time. They just became soul conscious. So this is our uniqueness, taking souls beyond with a glance. So this is our, last final way of doing service to souls, that without even talking about soul, give them the experience of being spiritual, being God's children, being the resident of the soul world. This experience comes naturally on the basis how much I have accumulated, like Brahma Baba. Because people, when we talk to them about spiritual, they will mix up with religion again. When you talk to people about spirituality, they mix it with religion. But when they experience spirituality through us, then they begin to understand it's not religion. It is something unique to know myself. Who am I, where I have come from, why I am here, what is the purpose of my life? So they get answers for all those questions.
You was referring to Dadi Janki's 3 words when she used to recite Om Shanti thrice. They take you to so much depth. The one who am I, whom do I belong to, and what I have to do. So these 3 words always bring you back to your track. You understand what is your mission, what is your source of strength, and what is your final goal. So these 3 things always inspire me. Whenever I listen to those 3 words, it means such a lot to us, because we are able to get to the depth of the meaning. Today in the world, people are very superficial. They try to even seek happiness or source in something which is superficial. For us, we go within and find our strength from our within. And that with the understanding of the self and the supreme and our mission, we are able to regain so much strength that makes us unique. And as you were rightly saying, the dadis were so polite and so humble, and they had so much patience in their life. They could listen to people. I would say today people don't have the patience to listen to anyone. The moment they are listening, they always are thinking how to really I prove myself. They're not listening. They're trying to say that they know it. So, but when dadis would say something, they would say in few words, but then those words would touch the hearts of the people. So it's very important for each one of us. I feel, these strength comes from humility, strength comes from patience, strength comes from giving, strength comes from kind of supporting others. And in this world of rat race where everyone is competing, there's cutthroat competition, that makes us unique because we are the ones who can really maintain our equanimity and poise, and that makes us very special and unique. Yes, I think.
It's really happening in a very unique way today. I don't think Meera Didi is being able to know.
On the unlimited,
She's back.
like when you are on the unlimited, you are able to embrace the whole world as your family. Today, people are talking about Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The whole world is one family and we are brothers and sisters. So this kind of experience of embracing the whole world as my family comes when I am able to go beyond the limitations, where this is something that the value of embracing the whole world as my family comes when I go on the unlimited and then look down below. So then I'm able to accept everyone as they are. So I remember I asking Dadi Prakashmani once that, how Dadi feel that, everybody is satisfied with her, contented with her. So Dadi said, yes, 95% of them are contented. Then we asked Dadi, how do you know they are contented? Because she said, I love everyone. I embrace everyone as they are. I accept them. So all these values are included in that becoming unique personality, accepting, being on the unlimited, loving one, loving all, forgiving, being yourself. I don't need to pretend. I don't need to prove I am what I am, because I don't need to even get opinion from others, because sometimes we don't know ourselves properly. And so we want to get idea from others, what they think about me. So actually, I should have so much of confidence in myself as to who I am, that I don't need to verify with others. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to pretend. I don't need to play somebody else's role. I can be real. So in that way, automatically, today you may be an ordinary actor. So you can become a hero, heroine one day because of your uniqueness, the way you are playing your role, authentic. Uniqueness and authenticity, I think, go together. When you don't need to pretend, you can be just who you are. That's my feeling.
It's very important, as you rightly said, to be authentic. To be authentic means you are truthful, you are honest, you are not hiding anything. And today, people, at least people can feel, they may not be honest, but they can feel the honesty. They can feel the sincerity. They can always feel that when what you say, you mean it. But most of the people in the world today are probably, they feel they are in dilemma, what to do and what not to do. But we are very clear in our conscience that these are our basic guiding principles. and we go by our guiding principles and we act according to that. So that makes all the difference. Honesty, being honest or being truthful. Baba has told us what is the real truth. Like today also Baba was saying that, that song which Baba referred to in the Murli, हमें उन राहों पर चलना है जहाँ गिरना और संभलना. Baba gives us a unique meaning that what is girna, when you are not in remembrance. And when you are in remembrance, you are able to regain your poise, regain your strength, and then you can be straight on your path. And in this song, there's one other line is also there. हमें वो दिए जिन्हें औरों के लिए जलना है. We are those lamps which would give light to others. So that makes us very special, because today people know everything. It is not that they don't know the principles of living or principles of management. They have everything. But what makes us unique is because we have that background of spirituality, which is our foundation. When the foundation is strong, then the expressions also become strong. Then what you do is also becomes truthful and honest. So our foundation is spirituality. Our foundation is that truth that we are not mortal beings. We are an immortal soul. We are imperishable, and we can change our sanskars. People feel that whatever nature we have, they are always sometimes feel they feel like that they are left out. They are not so important. But what
And
makes
also, I
us
think, when you are when you are soul conscious, you don't need to prove what you are. The uniqueness itself is proved. That's why the other day Baba was saying, truth is like a diamond. So diamond doesn't prove.
we have lost.
Yeah, it's all unique episode, Dr. Pratap. You have to go on. You've never faced this before. Yeah, but Meera can be seen.
We are
She's
all
here.
flawless diamonds. Diamond is the value of a diamond is when it is without any flaw. So Baba has made us such sparkling diamonds. Each one of us is so special. We are like Kohinoors. People are looking for truth outside, but we are embedded with the truth, and we are embedded with those values that makes us special diamonds. Miraben.
Yeah, that's what I meant was that, as you were telling that we should light our lights, not for ourselves to be looking bright, but to give light to others. I was remembering that the Janki's favorite words. She always said that she used to give the example of the trees. No, there are trees which bear fruit. The trees don't eat the fruit for itself. The fruits are there for others. So same thing, there is water in the rivers. The river don't drink the water by itself. It is for others. So we can also take this moral from the nature, the value of giving, it is existing. All the 5 elements of nature, all of them are always giving. Have you ever seen any elements of matter taking anything from us? So this is something unique about nature. So why not we learn that quality from the nature, instead of expecting and getting disappointed from someone. So it is better that, we expect from others because we have some desire. So when I am contented, I don't have any desire. So I will be like the nature, constantly giving. So when people keep receiving from you, what will they do finally? They will bless you. So you become worthy of receiving blessings from others through your own uniqueness. Do you agree with that?
No, entirely agree with you. Because it's very important that the moment we become conscious of our inner strength, then we are not dependent upon anyone. We are free from the bondages. The moment we become independent, the moment we are stand alone and we are stand straight, then probably it is very important we become like a light post, or what Baba says, lighthouse, and we can guide others. It's very important for us to know that what the kind of strength which we have can help the whole world. Today, why Brahma Kumaris are being accepted all across the world? Because we don't teach people to become followers. I remember Khushwant Singh, the famous author, who was the editor of a weekly. He came to Mount Abu and he said, after Brahma Baba, people were thinking that what would happen to this group of women. He says, I don't see any follower here. I see everyone as a leader here. So that's what Baba has prepared us. Each one of us has so special qualities, or so special values, or so special principles, that we become, not only we lead our own self, but we lead others also. That's very important, because if you look at the whole organization, it is a flat organization. There is no hierarchy. So we are all leaders. We are all responsible people. We are the people who have been entrusted with such faith by Baba that we have to prove ourselves in such a way that we become, I would say, the able children of Baba. That's very important for us to understand.
And also, I think we can play complementary roles, not having competition, because there is unhealthy competition when we compare ourselves with others, But when we know our uniqueness, and when we identify our uniqueness, and we begin to contribute our uniqueness to the progress of an organization, so automatically we are able to play complementary roles. So that is a beautiful way, like as you said, sometimes I have to be a follower, sometimes I have to be a leader. So it is like nobody is missing anything, we are learning constantly. So in that way, knowing our uniqueness not only makes you have self-respect, but at the same time humble to learn from others. You see the speciality of others, why they are given that role to play because of their speciality. So seeing the speciality of each other, appreciating, so using your own speciality. So we play complementary roles. So in that way, there is unity, there is cooperation, there is love.
I remember the early days, whenever a group would go to meet governor or chief minister for some business of the organization, the rest of the class would sit in the meditation for the whole period till they come back. So it is right, I would say, that we do understand what is the power of silence, what is the power of vibration, and what is the power of collective consciousness. People call it cosmic consciousness, but here we call it collective consciousness. We do our traffic control together. We do our international hour of meditation together. It makes a lot of difference when so many people are vibrating at the same level of energy. The vibration reach across the world, which makes us a unique organization. And the other thing is intention behind the action. What is our motive? Whatever we do, our intentions are pure. Our intentions are for the whole world, like what Miraben was saying, Vasudev Kutumbakam. The whole world is a family. We are all brothers and sisters, and we belong to the same Father. We belong to the same commune. That makes all the difference, because the consciousness makes the difference. The intention behind the action makes us the difference. That makes us unique. Because when the intention is pure, when the intention is honest and it is selfless motive, then everything happens so comfortably, so easy, and in a so natural way that you don't have to make any effort for that.
So we can see very clearly this special value of uniqueness is actually connected with many values, value of giving, value of cooperation, value of unity, value of love, value of belonging. I remember Bab Dada was telling once there was a big Jagat Guru conference in Shantivan, and it was very successful. So Baba said, what is the reason for the success of the conference? Not only the speakers who are on the stage who was giving speech, but even those who were in the kitchen cooking, those who were serving, those who were cleaning the table, those who were washing the dishes, because everyone was playing their unique role to such a perfection that, the final product, people went back with this feeling that Brahma Kumaris are very well organized. Brahma Kumaris did a wonderful job. So Baba's name was glorified. So that means I must give importance to even a small job that is given to me. I should not think that, it's a very mean job. Am I the one who is always washing the dishes? Because that actually is also important to bring glorification to Baba. So if each one of us can recognize our speciality, our uniqueness, that we can contribute to make this world a better place by having that awareness, I am special. I am special, I am chosen by God, I am selected by God, I am one of multi-millions. So that spiritual intoxication, godly intoxication will drive me through for the rest of my life. That is the message I want to leave. Om Shanti.
So, it's very important when we are in this world. If we have to be unique and special, we have to look in the specialties of others also. What in Hindi they say, gun grahakta. I feel it's very important quality. Baba has always been talking about good wishes and pure feelings. Good wishes for everyone, in spite of the fact that person may be anything. So they are also our friends who criticize us, people who defame us. So if we have good wishes and pure feelings for everyone on this world, I think that would make a lot of difference. That would make us very special and unique. Because today people only want to go for tit for tat. It is like, if we have pure good wishes and pure feelings for everyone, and if we have those kind of supportive attitude for everyone, I think that makes us very special and unique. And in this Diwali, I would feel that, it is the wisdom which would carry us along, not the knowledge. Whatever we have gained experience by practice of knowledge, that wisdom which we use in our day-to-day living is not the big things which would create problem for us, but repetitive hassles. And how do we maintain our poise during those small obstacles? That makes us very special and unique, that we are able to maintain our stability and poise to be special and unique, even in spite of that repetitive hassles happening every day. So it's important that we look at Baba, we look at Dadis, and they were unique, and we also are unique, and we need to learn a lot to, I would say, to become that 100% complete and 100% Bap Saman. And it's important that we pay attention to smaller things. And when we pay attention to the smaller things, then probably the bigger things become very easy. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, both of you. And it was amazing. Like, I never felt that uniqueness will have so much of things to speak about, but it was beautiful as the way you all went about, starting with, as actually Dr. Mera ended with that, Dr. Pratap, that looking at others' uniqueness also makes me very unique. And the uniqueness of this spiritual organization, the Brahma Kumaris, will have really beautifully explained. I hope the people who are new to Brahma Kumaris here, you were hearing a lot of words about Dadis and Baba, so I'm sure you're used to these words by now. And also today's message, which we'll be listening to soon now. Brother Nirvair Bhai, let me just share a few things that we were supposed to ask him to come for the first birth anniversary in 2021. But again, he had health issues. He had to go to Ahmedabad for that, and we were not able to get him here. But again, after 2 years now, again, he was in Ahmedabad for a health checkup till 2 days ago. And luckily, he got discharged and he's hale and hearty. And also a big thanks to Dr. Pratap Mehra for able to rope in his talk, because he's spoken with all of us for almost 20 minutes now. And I'll be showing it to you all soon. Brother Nikhil will play it. But let me tell you one more thing about Nirvair Bhai Sahab is that all of us know that he's the Secretary General of Brahma Kumaris. And he's got this unique ability of sharing, which you can today listen to his sharings. And he's today sharing a lot about his health and what has helped him in his health. He has spoke about Diwali as well. He's also spoken about values, that how values should be inculcated. And as I said, this episode is very unique because it will be in the Values for Life series. I must say an indelible mark in the entire 100 episodes which we are supposed to do. We never had Nirvair Bhai Sahab before. So this is therefore one of the unique episodes where he is speaking to us. So without much ado, I would request Brother Nikhil to please play the video. And all of you are requested to please be around till the end of this by India time, 10 p.m. So no question answers today. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Om Shanti. Most beloved Avyakt Bap Dada Dadis and Dadas, very, very near and dear ones, whether you are in Bharat or whether you are in different parts of the globe. This day is very special day for all of us. And I wish to extend my hearty, godly greetings to every one of Baba's child, wherever you are, whether in small places in India or different cities in India or different countries, anywhere in 140 countries, speaking different languages, understanding God's versions. And I hope when we all celebrate Diwali, as per the tradition, the family get-together is there. And I'm very happy to share with you that some of our very senior Didis, sisters and brothers, they are all converging in Shantivan or Gyan Sarovar or Madhuban, Pandabhavan or Global Hospital. Maybe visiting Peace Park as well. This is the most opportune time for all of us to look at our diaries and our karmic accounts as per the directions from the above. Bap Dada's special guidance has helped me a lot. And I must share with you that recently, a few days back, I was in Ahmedabad for my checkup, and the doctors, they were very kind to me, whether Dr. Tejas Patel or Dr. Sanjay Shah or other doctors. And they all were very happy to share with me that all my parameters are very normal, rather better than what they were 2 years ago. And there was no need for any change in my medicines. The reason why I am sharing this is because some years ago, one of my friends, Anand Bhai from Gyan Sarovar, he shared with me the message of chanting Om at least for 15 minutes. And I started that, and I tell you, it has magic. It's indeed a magic word, the voice of Om. Though I had seen a movie about the voice of Om, I had written an article on it, but I wasn't practicing. Now, within these 2 years, ever since I started doing it regularly, after my morning silence meditation, I try to repeat the word Oh, 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 Oh. As I have been very much benefited, I prolong my early morning meditation for chanting of Om for half an hour. And this has helped a lot, making me fearless and free from all the negativities. It's indeed wishful thinking, but the reality is it has worked. It has worked very beautifully. The parameters have improved, and I can share with you that Baba has removed all negativity from my sanskaras. I feel very happy all the time meeting brothers and sisters, and the level of meeting is only spiritual. I was just wondering, when we celebrate this, we are reminded of Rama's return from Sri Lanka. Actually, that is a mythological story. But now I understand that we, being Baba's very near and dear children, Bap Dada, bestow on us the kingdom of heaven. And before we enter the kingdom of heaven, this is the most opportune time when we visualize and we converse, we regain our lost highest stage of complete purity, peace, and eternal love. This is something which I have enjoyed for years now, and I wish that every one of my dear divine sisters and brothers, you all enjoy becoming Baba's beads of the rosary, which people revise. They remember our name, they remember our form, whatever it is. But practically I see what Baba said in the Murlis today or before, that the souls become free from all the negativities, neither in thought, nor in vision, nor in dreams. There is no negativity anymore, and the result is the soul enjoys super sensuous joy all the time. Physically, we all are in our final stages, and the physical forms are almost worn out. But at the same time, Baba has assured us that this is the last of our lives in this world, because as I was looking at the Diwali program circulated here in Shantivan, Baba's reincarnation in this world has been for 88 years. 88 years, and as per Baba's promise, it's only 100 years within which the total transformation has to take place. Or transformation is nothing else but transformation of our own level of consciousness. Once we have finally reached our stage of being ever soul conscious, ever pure conscious, ever divine conscious, ever thoughtful of serving the world with our purest of pure vibrations, so that none of Baba's spiritual children remain in suffering. No more suffering and no more repentance. It's only joy, supersensuous joy, happiness, and love and love and love in our interactions with each other, because people have been just repeating like parrots that God is love. Love is God. But now we practically experience how God in reality transforms Mateshwari, Saraswati, Pita Shri Brahma Baba, Didi Manmohini, Dadi Gulzar, Dadi Prakashmani, Dadi Janki, Dadi Brijendra, Dadi Pushpashanta, Dadi Shilindra, and all the mothers and sisters who have chosen, not just chosen, who have firm belief this is the most auspicious time for the entire humanity to awaken ourselves, to the reality that God, the Supreme, through His divine medium, Brahma Baba, and then Dadis and Dadas, He is descending, He has descended, and on His descent, He has uplifted all of us, has transformed our consciousness. And this is the most precious thing, to own it, to experience it, to live by it. So may you all, my dear sisters and brothers, restart your lives in golden age with all the virtues and values for which The deities are famous. Sri Lakshmi, Sri Narayan, Sri Radhe, Sri Krishna, Sri Ram, Sri Sita. We all wish that the era of golden age starts very soon. Out of 100 years of Baba's promise to transform the world, he has already served for 88 long years and only 12 more years for the total transformation. I'm sure we all accept Baba's Shrimat, that makes us double Shri. Shri Lakshmi, Shri Narayan, Shri Radhe, Shri Krishna, Shri Sita, Shri Ram. So may every one of my divine brothers and sisters in different parts of Bharat as well as in different parts of the world, may you all reach your final stage of being worship-worthy deities within the shortest time. My congratulations and best wishes for a very, very, very healthy and happy Diwali and ever enlightened life. Thank you. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Nirvair Bhai Sahab, for this unique sharings. I'm sure all of you were waiting to listen to him. He spoke 20 minutes and you'll chant the Om mantra for your health and we'll become virtuous and valuable through all these values episodes. And just a small reminder, before we go, we have just 5-10 minutes left. So Dr. Pratap Medha just left because he really had to go from Shantivan down uphill to the global hospital where he stays in the campus there. So he seeked his apologies, so he won't be there. And we have Meera Didi with us. So I'll request Sister Claudia to first propose the vote of thanks so that then we can go with the announcements and the Drishti Yoga. Over to you. Thanks.
Om Shanti. It was a wonderful, very unique, and I learned quite a bit on it. So I think we all learn, because like Meera Didi said, by going inside the self and see our weakness, we don't need to think about the others, what the problems the other have, what defects, because I see my uniqueness, and also I can see the weakness of others. And understand, like the 5 fingers, they all have different act to do it. Without one finger, the hand doesn't do the same job. So the same way also the souls, they all have the uniqueness to act on this life. And we all have to accept our own uniqueness and also the other ones as well. So it was very nice to see also how Didi share about the daddies, how do they see like the tree they give the fruit, but they don't eat their own fruit. So we have to see ourselves like nature, how just to give, but not to try to take for ourselves. Because by knowing ourselves, we don't need to ask for anything. So thank you very much, Didi. And thank you, Dr. Pratap, as well, even if he's not here. But was a very, like Brother said, unique program when we learn more about our weakness. So thank you very much for everything.
So thank you, Sister Claudia, and over to you, Sister Anu, for the quick announcements.
We'll do
To
a
be
quick. So as always, we'll do our workshop on uniqueness after 1 week. That's 18th of November, Saturday. Time has moved half an hour before. All the programs will start half an hour before. So 6:30 a.m. for West Coast, US, Canada, and 8 p.m. for India. After the experiential exercises on uniqueness, we'll have Sister Radhika from Hyderabad. She was before with us too. She has really wealth of that spiritual insight to share. So please join us then for her insightful talk and meditation in the second hour. And our next session for Values for Life series is episode 78 on safety, Suraksha. And for that, we'll have Sister Maureen Goodman from UK. And she's the program director there at Brahma Kumaris. So it's happening on 25th November, Saturday, 7 a.m. West Coast, US, Canada. That's 8:30 p.m. India. So please mark on your calendars and check us out on our websites. That's vihasa.in and vancouver.brahmakumaris.ca. And all the videos, including today's very special video, you'll find on our YouTube channel. Everyone, thank you, Nare Brother. Over to you.
Yeah, if you all want to just have a quick photograph, please on your video cameras, and then we'll quickly go into the Drishti. So Didi, Drishti would be okay because I think the video is cutting off in between the audio and video. So if it's okay, thanks.
Everyone, show your beautiful faces. Let the soul shine on Diwali. Like all the lit diyas, candles. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
So let's sit in silence in meditation mode. Sister Anu can play something and we'll
Yeah, I'll play.
like baby. Yeah.
Before we start, I like to wish Happy Diwali to everyone. All of you who has been with us for for 3 years already, to Didi, and to all of you, please get from our heart the good wishes of a happy and healthy Diwali.
Thank you.
Why have you come to earth? Do you remember? Why have you taken birth? Why have you come to love, to serve and remember? To love, to serve and remember. Love. Why have you come to earth? Do you remember? Why have you taken birth? Why have you come to love, to serve and remember? To love, to serve and remember.
Thank you so much, Didi. Thank you.
Mhm.
Right.
Shanti.
Right.